What's up everyone, how's it going? So in this video we have some good news as well as some bad news mixed in. And all this news has to do with the month of June and its update to be released on, I believe they said June 26th, so around 3 or 4 weeks from now. So it finally got revealed yesterday whether or not Battlefront 2 would have a segment at EA Play. And unfortunately, I was wrong. I did say in a lot of my videos that I strongly believe that there would be another segment right after Fallen Order, but I have to admit I was wrong for that, and there is going to be no segment at EA Play, unfortunately. Ben Walk, the community manager for Battlefront 2, did post a tweet saying, "Quick update on Star Wars Battlefront 2. He said, "We're going to give EA Play a miss this year, but we'll have a jam-packed community transmission for you on June 7th. Then he responded saying, "Myself and a few others from DICE will be on site at EA Play, so if you see us, say hello there." So this is not the best news. I was really hoping to see Dennis up on stage once again like last year because it brought back a lot of players and just brought a lot of hype. So a lot of people were responding to this saying, well, that means that there's not enough content to show at EA Play. I don't think that's the case. The developers have teased June a lot for the past few weeks. And then a Twitter user named David Morin, he said, he's responding about EA Play not having a Battlefront 2 segment, and he said, "You realize though this makes the community very nervous as it sends a message that the game and any coming content isn't worthy of time on stage at EA Play though, right?" And that's what a lot of people, including myself, were worried about. But then Jay Ingram, who is another community manager for Battlefront 2, responded saying, "That's not it at all. I promise," he said, "it would have been awesome to be there, but the same content is coming regardless." So there is still a lot of content to be coming. Now whether it will all be released in this jam-packed community transmission has been called it or not, we don't know, but basically this game still has a lot of life left to it according to the developers, and they're going to keep adding content for a long time. But let's get back on to that community transmission for this month. It is going to be released next Friday, so not tomorrow, but the Friday after that, and it is supposed to be jam-packed full of information. And Charlemagne also responded over on Discord. Charlemagne's the same as Jay Ingram. Some people don't know that. And someone on Discord, I can't see the name of him because it got cut off in the screenshot that I found on Reddit. But he asked, "Will the June community transmission be the mother of all CTs?" And Charlemagne responded saying, "Yes, it is the largest CT to date." And this is some really great news, but I think people are overhyping it just a bit. Understandably though, they have been hyping up June quite a lot. But then Forge or Ben Walk responded to the screenshot post on Reddit saying, "I'm going to temper expectations here." He said, "It's a good CT, but I've also written a lot of CTs that were quite long in the past." He said, "We have some great stuff to talk about. June will be good, but please don't let our expectations run absolutely wild." He said, "We know you're excited, we're excited." And then he said, "I just don't want people to be coming back with, 'but you promised,' or 'I wanted.'" And then he finally said, "I really don't want to deal in hype, teasing, or anything like that. Actions first, see you in a week." And that's a really understandable statement because I have seen a lot of people really get excited, and I'm really excited as well. But I do not personally think it's going to be the same as last year's June, where we got announced 4 new heroes and then Geonosis and the new large-scale game mode and many things more. But I do believe there are some pretty big news updates coming next week. I believe it's going to be something pretty huge in my opinion. Now how much things it will be, I have no idea. I mean, personally, what I'm thinking it's going to be is either like Republic Commandos, new weapons, or maybe even Ahsoka Tano. There's been a lot of hints towards her coming sometime soon in the future. And I know a lot of people would just love to see her come to the game alongside with Asajj Ventress. That'd be a perfect counter to her. I have made a video on her about how she could work and all that, and the video did pretty well, so it does seem like the community wants her a lot. And some_info, who was a famous leaker, he has said that they have been working on her for the past few months or so, but take that with a grain of salt. But whenever the Clone Wars Season 7 or 8, I can't remember, whenever that trailer got unveiled at Star Wars Celebration this year, the developers started posting things on Twitter, some saying things like, "We've got a lot more work to do now," and then I believe it was Total FPS responded with a gif of Ahsoka Tano. So like I said, there's a lot of hints towards her coming sometime soon. But I just believe it's going to be one of those 3 things, either new weapons, Republic Commandos, or Ahsoka Tano. Or maybe we're going to get really, really lucky and we're going to get all 3 of those things either in this month or the next few months spread out. And this community transmission will just kind of be like a roadmap for the next few months or so. But like I said earlier, I don't want to hype this up too much, though it is looking to be a really big community transmission, so I'm really excited for it. So get hyped for it, but don't get too hyped for it, if you know what I mean. You know, don't expect 4 heroes to be released or announced and a new map or like Coruscant or something like that, because I've personally done the same thing in the past, and it just sets yourself up for disappointment and then leading you to not be as happy with the update itself. So overall, get excited for next week. I'm super excited for it. I might not be able to do a news update on it. I'll just have to see what my schedule is looking like, but hopefully I'm able to. But yeah, get excited for it, but don't overhype it, don't overthink it. Just expect maybe a new hero is going to be announced or something really cool, because they have been hyping June up for quite a while now. Even on the podcast, Ben talked about June and saying it's just going to be a really good month for Battlefront 2. So until then, we just have to wait and see. But that is pretty much all for this news update video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you guys think about all this and what you're hoping for. But yeah, that is pretty much all for this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure and leave a like. It really helps the channel out a lot. And if you're new, subscribe for more Star Wars news, gameplay, and more. And I will hopefully see you in the next one.